Hey guys, Nabil here, long time no see. Today I want to talk about something that for some reason nobody is talking about. Nobody is talking about how Fatal Fury City of the Wolves is just went against all expectations and did not dumb down the controls or the system and seems to be quite the technical fighting game. Now, before we dive deep into the topic, a quick reminder that leaving a like helps the channel tremendously. It is the biggest form of support that people can show for the channel, and it does not take a long time. So if you can leave a like, I'll be very grateful. Now, let's talk about Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, the highly anticipated sequel to Fatal Fury, the first sequel in 25 years. And one of the things that marked the mark of the Wolves, no pun intended, is that it actually was quite the technical game compared to other Fatal Fury games or other games at the time. It brought the TOP system, it brought the just defense, the TOP attack, the TOP bar and how you can move it, and it depends on how you want to play the game, what's your play style. Do you want to be aggressive from the beginning, or you want to leave it as a last chance kind of things? The supers, the feints, which were quite amazing and are still quite an innovative feature. So it was quite a technical game. When SNK announced City of the Wolves, a lot of people were talking about, well, in this day and age, like young players are not going to be able to adapt to a technical game, and that City of the Wolves is probably going to be an easy to play game. It's probably not going to have all the technicalities. It's going to have some sort of quick combo or something like that. And then SNK went ahead and showed us the game last month at the SNK World Championship, and we saw the game. We saw the mechanics, and we saw people playing the game. We saw, we haven't seen them play the game actually, but we saw some gameplay, and a lot of the professional players, Justin Wong for example, gave us a bit of a rundown on how the game plays, and surprised to many people, the game is still quite technical. It is as technical as Mark of the Wolves, and this is something that I find quite unique. In this day and age, we've had this discussion before. We see people talk about this all the time, is that a lot of companies try to make the games very easy. They try to make them accessible to people who do not have the patience to learn a technical game. But SNK is doing something different in this game. It kept everything intact. Yes, you have the the new ref system, and you can look at it as a lot of people are comparing it to Street Fighter 6, and for example, the ref blow, they say, oh, it's the drive impact. Actually, it's not the drive impact. It's more of the TOP attack from Mark of the Wolves. Now, speaking of Street Fighter, even Street Fighter 6, it's a great game. I love that game so much. But they kind of made some stuff easier. Like, for example, the parries. You have the parries in Street Fighter 6, but they are actually using the drive meter, and it just you just press the two buttons, and then you just parry attack after attack after attack. Yes, you have the meter that goes down, etc. Now, SNK, well, you have the rev guard, which is not the same as the drive parry, but you still have the just defense, which is you have to block at the exact time that your opponent hits you. And that shows that SNK is not shying away from the technicalities of some of their games. I love the fact that you still have everything. You have the feints. Doing a feint in a game is not something easy. You really have to time it and trick your opponent, and it's still there. It's not done by just pressing a button or something. It's still the feint that we had in the previous game. We have the SPG, which is the TOP, which again allows you to customize how you want to play that specific match. Do you want to have it in the beginning and be aggressive? Do you want to leave it at the end? Do you want to keep it in the middle? It's just a lot of technical stuff that I think is amazing. You have the rev attacks. You have some things that like the rev guard is done by pressing a button. That's great. But then you still have the just defense. You have the hyper defense, which is I'm still a little bit not sure how it actually is different. So you have everything that made Mark of the Wolves a technical game in a brand new game coming out next year. And I think this is something unique. I think it's great that SNK did not say, well, you know what, let's make this new Fatal Fury easy so that people can play it. And no, they said, we're gonna keep this game as technical as the previous one, but you have an option, right? Now, if you want to, if you have someone who never played fighting games and you just want to have some fun, you have the smart style, which is, you can compare it to the modern control of Street Fighter 6, and I think that's great. So, you know, people who are not, and I think this is a great solution. We've always had, again, this is a debate we've been having for years. How can you make the game accessible for new players who never played the fighting game, and then you throw them in a game where you have just defense and you have all these kind of you know, parries and all the kinds of technical mechanics. I really think this two control system is amazing, so that if you want to play the normal system, right, the normal arcade style, you don't have to deal with something easy. For example, in the King of Fighters 14 and 15, you have that easy combo button, which is, you know, basically LP, LP, LP multiple times. I don't think it was, I didn't think, and I still think it wasn't effective. And then it was kind of like, it will mess up with some of, you know, if you're doing some combos, sometimes you just press 2 buttons and then somehow you press a third time, then you have now an auto combo instead of doing your thing, and there was no way to just, you know, to disable it. Now you have a separate control system, smart styles, if, you know, just, you know, with buttons and directions, and you do flashy moves, or you just go ahead and play the arcade style, which the one we grew up playing, and the one if you've played in a fighting game before. And again, you have the same mechanics we had, just with you know, different some different extra things like the rev guards, the rev axle, and all those other awesome looking control mechanics. So I'm very excited, very happy that they went with this approach, and they did not just dumb down the game so that everyone can play it at the expense of experience, and people who grew up playing these games, these fighting games, or SNK fighting games in general, will find themselves alienated. Now you have two styles, the classic and the smart style, what they call it. So very excited to try the game in a couple of weeks. If everything goes fine, I'm planning to be at EVO Japan. So I'll let you guys know how it plays. I will make, you know, I'll be covering that game extensively at EVO, leaving videos, shorts, and doing a lot of feedback, giving you a lot of feedback about how the game plays. And I'm hoping it's going to be, you know, like maybe a different build with more characters. I cannot wait, but I will share all that with you when I am there. Again, this is looking fantastic. I can't wait to learn more about Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Let me know in the comment section, what's your favorite thing about the game? What's the things you're looking forward to seeing in this brand new game? And again, as I said in the beginning, if you want to support the channel, leave a like. It really makes a difference. Now, until next time, thank you guys for watching.